Hello, my name's Carey from West Central Florida, and I've got a 71 Chevelle deck lid that I'm going to be blocking on today with my black diamond flexible sanding blocks. Now I already have mine loaded with the paper on them, and the rods are inserted. You can change the tension with the different rods. But what I'm doing, I'm going to have all the rods installed in both sets of blocks. The first thing I've noticed about the blocks is they're very well packaged, and the ergonomics is very, very, very comfortable. So, I'm just a guy doing this in my backyard. I'm not a professional. I don't do this every day, so my philosophy is if you have cheap tools and you're trying to learn, it makes it so much harder because you're going to make mistakes learning. So I figured if I could buy the best blocks that I could get, it would make my job a little easier as an amateur. So let's get started. I've got some blemishes you can probably see right through here on the epoxy primer, and this is SPI, Southern Polyurethanes black epoxy primer, which sands very, very well. So I'm gonna start sanding on this and see if I can get some of my amateur blemishes out of the way. As you can see, very little pressure, and it cuts right in. And I'm using 180 paper on this. Now it's showing up some low spots, which is what I'm looking for. These blocks are very comfortable. They have some weight to them, so you could actually do it with one hand if you had to. But I'm an amateur, I'm going to do it with two hands. So, as you can see, it's cutting pretty good. I got some low spots here, which is exactly what I was after. Boy, this SPI epoxy is nice when it comes to sanding. These black diamond flexible sanding blocks sure make it easy for the new guy, which is what I am. I'm trying to learn all this as I go, so like I said earlier, the better the tool, the better my final product would be, hopefully. That's my philosophy. So, look how easy this is. This is just taking it right off like nothing, like literally like nothing. See, I've got some low spots. I've still got some spots that need a little more attention. But man, it sands so nice. And then clean the paper. I use an air compressor. Some people use brushes and off clean. Blow this off. Can you see how smooth it's got this so far? Except for a couple of spots I have over here. Work on these a little bit. Try to do a cross pattern so it cuts both ways. Got some spots that, man, I just can't believe how easy this thing is. There's another good thing about this Southern polyurethane epoxy is, as you can see, it creates its own guide code so you can see your low spots. Very good stuff. I don't want to burn through to the bare metal, so I'll clean this off one more time. Comes right off. Got some low spots in here that's going to take some attention, but generally all this is cut nice and smooth with the big block. I'm going to take the little one just on this drop down on the trunk lid, just so I can show you the different size block. Trying to stay off this factory line. I want to keep it crispy as it'll be for a repop hood, or a trunk lid, I'm sorry. So, as with anything, new metal or not, you still got to work it. You still got to get everything right. Unfortunately, you can't just bolt it up and go. But I like learning. And this really shows what's going on between the Black Diamond flexible sanding block and this SPI epoxy primer. And as you can see, everything's looking nice. Trying to do as little filler work as possible. So I'll be sanding as long as I don't cut through the metal. I'll be fine. If I cut through the metal, I'll have to reshoot it, which it's going to get a couple of more coats anyway. But it's just so easy to work this block, and it's comfortable. They're heavy, somewhat, but that just helps you when you're sanding. Okay. Go back to the big one. A little bit of fine tuning over here. Once again, I'm trying to stay off this crisp edge. I don't want to round it off by sanding and getting sloppy with it, so trying to keep my eye on the prize, as they say. Oh, broke through metal right here, so I will have to spot some epoxy on it, which is no problem because I'm going to be respraying the whole thing anyway. Right now I'm trying to identify some problem spots. then I'll take it from there and figure out what course of action I'm going to need, whether it be a little bit of filler or a couple more coats. I'm trying not to use poly on this if I can help it, which just means you're spraying more epoxy and sanding more, but I need the practice, I need the experience, because I have a whole car to do and I want it to look nice when I'm done. So, only got a couple of more spots to go. And then this half of the trunk lid will be done. I have some weld work on the other side that I'm trying to get filled in also, so that's going to take a different approach on that side. So as you can see, I have a couple little low spots, but I've already broke through the metal, so I'm not going to keep going any more than I need to. As you can see, nice smooth, one solid color, which means it's nice and good. I got some bad spots up in here, which I'll take care of. I don't want to keep sanding down. I'm already breaking through to the metal right here. I went a little light over here on purpose because of this factory line right here. I'm trying to keep it crispy if I can, so I'm going to work my way up to it very slow. Anyway, the Black Diamond flexible sanding blocks, for a beginner like me, it helps. It makes my job easier because of course I want my car to look as best as it can, not doing this every day. So I hope you found this video helpful, and we will see you later, and you have a good day.